These are in place for everyone's comfort and safety. We are in the heart of polar bear country after all. As you arrive, your buggy docked near the sleeping cars. So let's start with some key information you need to know about the sleeping cars here at the lodge. We've affectionately named these Hearn and La Perouse after two intrepid explorers who were central to the fur trade in this area more than 200 years ago. We'll tell you a little bit more about them later. Hearn is represented by the fort, and La Perouse is represented by the ship. If you're unsure which sleeping car you're in, look for the fort and the ship to remind you where you are. This is your bunk. This is your shelf. This is your light switch. This is your light. These are your outlets. This is your personal thermostat. And these are your curtains. Close one for individual bunk privacy and warmth. Close the second one for added soundproofing and heat retention. Are you cold in your bunk? The cupboard at the end of the sleeping car has extra blankets and pillows. We consider your bunk to be your personal space of the lodge. If you would like your bunk made in the morning, just place this card on your bed and we'll gladly take care of it for you. The main lights in the sleeping cars will be turned off at night. However, there are night lights in the washrooms, and of course, you have your individual light. We have earplugs available for all the light sleepers on board. They can be found in the drawers in the bathrooms. At the end of each sleeping car is a coat area, which is great for storing your bulky winter gear and boots to give you more space in your bunk. There are 3 bathrooms in each sleeping car, 2 of which have a shower. A towel is provided on your bed. Please reuse your towel as much as possible to reduce laundry and waste. If needed, additional hand towels can be found in the linen closets. Please help keep our shared spaces tidy for your fellow guests. In the bathrooms, please clean up after yourself by wiping down any drips or puddles with the provided paper towels. All water consumed here at the lodge must be transported across the tundra, and used water must be returned to town for disposal. In concert with our commitment to the environment, we ask that you assist us in our efforts to conserve water. The showers are limited to 2 minutes of water per button press. The water will turn off automatically. We suggest pressing it once to soak, lather up while the water is off, then press the button again to rinse off. When brushing your teeth, turn off the tap. These small efforts make a big difference. Only human waste and toilet paper should be flushed. Anything else goes in the trash can. Please use the washroom in your designated sleeping car, even if you're coming from the dining or lounge car. Why? Each sleeper is equipped with its own water reserve, so if all the water is consumed in one car, your neighbors won't be very happy with you. We'd rather the epic battle of 1782 between Hearn and La Perouse not be repeated more than 200 years later at the Tundra Buggy Lodge. Except for your bunk, the Tundra Buggy Lodge is all shared spaces. As a courtesy to your fellow guests, please tidy up shared spaces after you use them. Being mindful of each other will help everyone to have a pleasant experience. Situated along the shore of the Hudson Bay, it gets windy here at the lodge. Make sure to use both hands when opening doors, one on the handle and the other for support. Some doors will swing and other doors will slide. Please ensure that all doors are closed behind you. Directly following the sleeping cars is the Thanadelther Lounge. Thanadelther, whose name means jumping martin, was a Dene woman who was instrumental in negotiating peace between the Dene and Cree people, helping to pave the way for the Hudson's Bay Company to further establish the fur trade in northern Canada. The lounge is accessible at any time, so whether you're a night owl or early riser, Thanadelther is a great place to visit while others might be resting in the sleeping cars. You can use the fridge in the lounge to store your own drinks. Remember to indicate what is yours. Please store your items on the left. The soft drinks on the right are available for everyone to help themselves. Please help us in our effort to conserve the environment by recycling your cans and bottles here. Everything else can be placed into the trash. Thanadelther also has a rooftop observation deck, which gives you a 360-degree view of the tundra in all directions. It also has a clear view of northern lights above your head at night. There are a few rules. Don't go up alone. There is a limit of 10 people, and if we need to close the observation tower due to weather, the stairway will be roped off to indicate it is closed. After the lounge comes Dan's Diner, where you will have your meals. Back in the late 1970s and early 80s, the first person to prepare food for guests at the Tundra Buggy Lodge was Dan Gurovich. Serving up hearty, home-cooked food in a makeshift kitchen, the car affectionately became known as Dan's Diner. Inspired by the incredible polar bears, Dan helped create a conservation organization named Polar Bears Alive, which has evolved into what we know today as Polar Bears International. We post today's meal plan on the smart board in the lounge. Please let us know about any dietary restrictions you may have, and we will do our best to accommodate in all your meals. We don't want to waste food. Breakfast is served in Dan's Diner from 7 to 7:50 a.m. So whether you get up early or a little later, there is plenty of time to eat. Please note that your tundra buggy leaves at 8 o'clock in the morning. After breakfast, you can head back to your sleeper car and get bundled up for a day of adventure. You'll be out on the tundra all day, so make sure not to leave anything important behind. Lunch, snacks, and beverages will be served on the buggy. You will return to the lodge for dining each evening. Let's talk about safety. To make sure we are not leaving anything behind in the pristine ecosystem, and to protect both you and the wildlife, food and drinks are not allowed outside, whether on the lodge or on the buggy. Bear safety is extremely important. We don't want you to get hurt, and we don't want a bear to be harmed because of anyone's actions. Feeding wildlife is strictly prohibited. Don't put your arms, your cameras, or your scarves over the side. And don't try to reach through the grates. We want you to get home in one piece. Please realize that if a bear harms a human, then that bear's life is in danger. Getting just that much closer is not worth it. Smoking is only allowed on the designated deck at the end of the lodge. All butts must be extinguished and discarded into the provided cans. And while we're on the topic of smoke, if there is a fire on the lodge, please evacuate to the nearest buggy as your meeting place and escape pod. This will likely be attached to the sleeping cars, but in the event the fire blocks your escape route, then head towards the buggy attached to the staff quarters. Fire extinguishers are located here. Once our staff has been alerted to the fire, they will handle the fire extinguishers, so please focus your efforts on getting to the buggies. You can find a first aid kit and AED at the Fanadilfer Lounge. Our staff members are fully trained first aiders. However, if you're a doctor, nurse, or trained as a first aider, then please let us know if you're comfortable with being called upon in an emergency. In case of an emergency, call the lodge staff for assistance. There is a radio in the coat area of your sleeping car, which you can use to reach our lodge caretaker. They even sleep with the other one under their pillow. And finally, if for some reason you can't reach the caretaker on the radio, you can go through the kitchen to the staff quarters to get help from a staff person. Please remember, the radio is for emergency situations only. On a clear night, it is often possible to see the Aurora Borealis, or Northern Lights, dancing over the tundra. This is an incredible thing to see. Please remember that your fellow travelers may be sleeping. The lounge is a great place to view the lights. If you do go on the observation deck, remember to bring a friend with you. It can be late at night, so plan ahead whether you want to wake each other up if the lights are out. You're on the trip of a lifetime, and we want to make sure that every part of it is as special as possible. We are in a very remote location, and sometimes things happen. Naughty bears break things, pipes can freeze, and storms blow in. Oh, the stories our staff can share. This is truly an adventure, so when things happen, please bear with us. We're here to make sure you have everything you need for a comfortable, safe, and enjoyable stay. Say hello to our team, and don't be afraid to get to know us a little better. If you have any concerns or questions, our staff are here to help.